Hello, hello everyone. Welcome in to a bit of dungeon prep tonight, or adventure prep, streaming directly to YouTube. We got a lot to do. I'm very much behind on this adventure. Luckily, the characters or the players haven't actually figured this out yet. I know roughly where I'm going, but that's where it ends. I don't know a huge amount of how I'm going to pull it together at all. So it's somewhat worrying at the moment, somewhat worrying. Okay, so far we've got the adventure has started off really well. I'm really pleased with how it's actually going. We've managed to go through at an alarming rate, if you don't mind me asking, both the body on the beach and the town meeting. So these two down here are done. So we've got this and this, and that's where we're at. And it's difficult because I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. I honestly do not know where I'm going with it at the moment. I know I have a rough idea that we've got planned out down here. This idea of journey to investigate farms, journey to the crack in the mountains, source of evil spirits, surrounding camp of tribal folks, descending the tomb, descending into the tomb, possible traps, reaching the epicenter, dealing with the final shaman. Shaman died, but not the spirit god. So I know where I'm going. It's just how I'm going to take the party there. That's where we're sort of like struggling at the moment. We've got some ideas of where they're going, but how we're actually going to get there, I'm not 100% sure at the moment, which always is interesting. You know, this is one of the reasons I love being a GM, that we're going to get there somehow. But how, I do not know. Okay, then. So we've got this idea that they're going to be traveling across the bog, this swampy peat bog idea. And they're going to be going across that. And we've got some ideas to sort of like set it up. We've got this idea of how they're traveling. We've got the idea of the possible events and the sinking sand down here. I'm just going to take off that because we don't need it. We got the sinking mud. And what I'm finding difficult at the moment is to try to tie it all together, because what I don't want it to end up as is this encounter, this encounter, this encounter. I want them to almost like feel that they're having a say in it, in the sense that everything like this is going to happen, but I want it that they are actually thinking, oh, we we made it happen or we prevent something worse from happening. And that's where we're at the moment. So, excuse me, been a long day. I need to find a way to link it all together by next Saturday. So no pressure, inwils, no pressure at all. I got lots of things that can happen next Saturday, but it's how I actually do it. That's what I need to think about. So I don't want them to be walking and then all of a sudden a gator attacks and then 2 minutes later they're in sinking mud or something like that. And I did think about putting it all together in a series of encounters and somehow link it together. Right, I might have a bit of an idea here. So if we link the encounters together to form some sort of what narrative. That's a good word, because we want them to feel that they're actually making that. I want to make them feel that they're bypassing or encountering various things. So I almost want a breadcrumb trail leading towards I know where I want to be at the end of this encounter. The end of this encounter, I want to do that massive horde attack on the farmstead. That's where I want them to be. So we're going to have to link encounters together somehow, following some sort of track or clues. Okay, then. So let's think about what they could actually what could they actually see coming up? How could they actually follow things through the actual swamp and to make it seem as if they're on a mission. Okay, then. So the first one, I'm just going to change this to an ordered list, and then they'll put the numbers in for me. So the first thing, walking across the fields, fence posts, and decaying / dead animals. So what I'm thinking is that I've got a vision in my head of almost like a target with the farmstead in the middle, and then there's sort of like bands radiating out. And what I'm trying to sort of think is that, okay, then in each of the bands, what will they come across? Will they come across in each of the bands? And I'm sort of thinking, as they get to the middle, there's going to be more and more sort of things there. So it's almost like, to start off with, they're just going to be walking across the fields and see the fence posts and the decaying and dead animals, and that's sort of the first outer ring. And then some small buildings. Some human remains alone. What am I calling these? What do I call them in this idea of the horde? Mm, 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 mm. I haven't called them anything there. Let's see this initial description. I've just put tribal savages. Okay, then. Let's loan savages gnawing on bones. Okay. A cluster of farm buildings well inbuilt hordes. Okay, then. Is that enough? Okay, then. Hang on. Before that, entering the peat bog. Spirits. General. Set. General. Safe areas. Okay, that's cool. I've got to remember this mist as well. Okay, I feel here. We need to write something. Solid ground is way to she eat bog. Small patches of earth tufted with rough grass. Seen every direction. Now, small bubbles come to the surface. First, releasing strange smelling gas. Moving low to the surface. Thin, whispery mist seems to move out between escape. Feel death. Okay. Distant. Against the dusk sky. See, watching scene. Mm-hmm. Or in several places. Means of wooden fence posts jut out straight at angles. And is to have been altered. Once fertile plains, wind van, now waterlogged. This time seem like that. Dark clouds hang sky, hang sky, blotting out majority light and earthly screams of some sort of dying. Occasionally, pierces silent. To turn moments. Okay, I've put that in because Cyrus can turn into a bird, and I want him to be aware that there's flying animals there, some sort of flying. I'm going to get rid of animal and put predator. I know that's not the best writing, and it's a lot of showing rather than telling. but I'm desperate. Okay. Then we got this idea of traveling across the bog. And then we've got this outline the plan of travel or enter the bog. Do want to go? Directions. Looking for certain things. Oh, a guard. How will they protect themselves and sleep at night? So I really want to create this idea that the bog itself is almost like the enemy. They're actually battling against nature itself. That's what they're doing. And so they're sort of like having to work through that a lot of the time. And what I'm going to do is almost like take what they say here and then map it to what I'm going to create. Okay, so what comes below are almost like things that I can put in if I need to, if I really need to. But this idea that there is a progression as well. So, and we've got some of the ideas here, but what I want to do is constantly give them a little bit more information, a little bit more information. So as they make their way closer and closer to the center or the edge, well, to the attack of the horde, that's where we're going. Then it's going to be, I'm just going to let them get closer and closer. Okay, so we've got some things here. So we got this idea of a gator attack, which I think will be really good. And what I'll do there, I have their perception scores in one of their tokens. So I'll just get them each to roll a 1d100 and compare it to those to see whether or not they notice anything. Okay, and then we've got this idea of the sinking mud. Okay, so these are sort of like edge. This is almost like this entering. Okay, so we need let's entering the bog. So these are pieces the players and game. So this is almost like the idea. Okay, then what can they actually get in this sort of like outer ring? What can they actually find? What can they come to terms with? What will they actually know? Okay, then. So first thing, the first idea is that the bog is encroaching the surrounding areas. So this idea that it started from somewhere and is like spreading out. Oh, yes. I've just, this reminds me of a wonderful adventure in Dragonlance. Um, let's just, um, oops, no, we don't want summary. Okay. Party will make their way across this peat, across the bog towards the center. This is where the original spirits came from, up through the well from the caverns below. Party will journey towards the central farmstead. Central farmstead. Oh, I've got the idea now. It's coming towards the central farmstead where they will be attacked by the horde. After surviving the attack, they will travel down well into the caverns below. Okay, then. So this is a really important bit. Traveling to the bog. We need to edit this. So this is what they've to travel to the center of the bog. The towns will be able to do it. They will from a large farmstead in the middle of the bog. Okay, then going to put possible information they can gain from the refugees. We'll put refugees. Okay, because this makes once I get on a roll, then that's it. The ideas will come, and they come pretty quick then, and somehow I've got to make sure that I've got them all down. I just want to also make sure that I'm actually streaming. Let's just check live. Just make sure everything's coming through loud and clear, and that I can hear everything. Yeah, that's good. Okay then. So what information can they get? The blight started in a large farmstead in the middle of the plain. The family that lived there no longer survived, are no longer alive. Okay, then that's was strange gases that rose from fog. These drove people mad. Haunting mad as they were taunted by imaginary beasts and ghosts. I'm going to put ghosts in there because I want them to sort of like think, oh, hang on a minute. And some of this information is true, and some of this information is completely and utterly false. One woman claims that casting salt over the blight caused it to stop growing. That, of course, is completely and utterly rubbish. Ooh. Just looking at the super stickers. Oh, wow, you can buy super stickers and use them. I've never seen that before. Never seen that before, ever. Okay, then. What else can we say? Night terrors would fly down from the sky and pick up animals and humans alike. We learned to listen for their screeches. When we heard them, we would dive for cover. The grey humanoids were seen suck blood from animals, humans. Once they had been fed on, they too turned into savages. I'm going to have great fun with this. I really want to get to the point that they don't really know what's going on at all. What does the heart button do? Oh, asks me to hang on. Ask me for something. 1 second. Will my headphone grab my phone? Yes, it's me. That's completely strange. Oh, I see. It just sort of like does. It just sends some like emojis up. That's what it does. Nice. Get a strange video up at the top. Well, okay then. That's strange. I've got the whole don't know why that's like that. We'll leave it though and see how it goes. Okay, then what else can we scare them with? Some of the grey savages rode on giant boars which use their tusks to trample, to toss and injure. That says injure. Okay, we've got a lot there. We've got a nice lot there that they can find out before they set off, which is good. Okay, then. So as we come back to this one, so we got them going through here. We got them entering the bog. The bog is encroaching surrounding areas, but appears to have originated from a central source. Anyone looking into the spirit world will notice bog spirits slowly moving around, flirting around you. This is happening very slowly. It's not attack. It's not attack. Okay, that's good. Lost my got it back. The gas is foul smelling, but out is to have no effect. It's causing the increase and resist roll on here. Predator are often heard but rarely seen. They are glimpsed here. Similar. Oh, that's good. Okay. Plenty for them to start on this point. So this encounter here with the gator and the sinking mud, I'm actually going to run at the same time. The gators will attack, and as the players move or move around, they will suddenly find themselves sinking. Okay, and that's sort of like the first area, and then we actually get to the fields. Okay, then so this would be the first sort of like time that they have to rest. As night falls in, they will see a remnants of fence posts and wooden fence. There is a dead tree that is covered, sprouting fungi, but still upright. These might provide the party with something to create a solid piece of ground for their camp. Okay, then. It will take players party, I should say party, 3 days to cross to the center of the bog. The blight first hit. The stream is lovely. It's just too bad I have papers. Oh no, for you're doing your third masters. Oh, that's interesting because I actually, my part-time job is that I'm a university lecturer. I actually lecture at university, which thing. So you can come back and watch some Sally. Is that right? But thank you for coming along. I really do appreciate it. And all the support and comments. Thank you hugely. Okay, then. So we're coming across here. Night. During the night, will be the following counters. Okay, then. So here we're going to have some, this is going to be, this is the fields. So yeah, so this is walking across the field. So let's number these. This is 1, and this is 1. Okay, so this is 2. Walking across the actually I don't need to put these in because this is an ordered list, but I do need to put them here. That's 1. This is 2. Okay, actually this needs to be bigger. This needs to be H4. That's H4. No, this needs to be H3. And then those are H4. This needs to be H3. And then these will be H4 after it. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. And good luck with your third masters. I hope it goes well. Right. Attack from the sky. Not needing light to hunt by the flying predators will be attracted to either light or warmth. They will aim to swoop down at speed and use grip, grab hold their tactic is focus one individual, try and bring them down, sheer of attackers. While predators will also do one damage a predator to a random location. Let's put all that into this. Predators can be, I'm going to use the word encouraged to leave by fire or doing amount of significant damage to them. If scared off, will turn later, but with greater. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I like that. What else can we do in this night encounter? I think that's probably enough for the night encounter. We don't want to kill them off. They're tough. They're tough. They just need to realize that they're tough. Okay, then. So the next thing is an outskirt. So this is number 3. On the outskirts. The party will see in the distance the remains of some buildings. Appears to be a single farm with a farmhouse, one barn. There were once fences, trees, shrubs, of these sub to the blight. Blight is completely natural, does not, not have any magical properties. Or could be that spirits. Spawn for the starting spread, but now it just appears to be spreading by itself. Right there. Environmental conditions. Nice. Okay. In the from the house party I lived face down, backs becoming suitable growing place for light. Over. We will see ashen faces, state fixed a screen. Haze will be gone. Shits. We bring their bodies, their skin. One. So this is when we're going to have a haunt. That's the party investigating the father's spirit. Approach. Seek. Revenge. Message to the next life. He failed protecting family. Right, so I am thinking or hoping I go to Mithras encounters and type in haunt. We should have some. Here's a lesser haunt. Okay, then so what we could do 9947. If we capture that, and then go back into the Mithras folder, into this one. Get rid of that top bit and paste that in. And select all that. And if we go to Royal 20, which is our virtual tabletop of choice, go into Mithras. Oh, that reminds me, I still don't know why some of them still have hard on them. Right, we got this, what's this? Nothing. Okay, so let's pop it in there. Oh, no, that's not what we want. Need to copy that. Import it into there and import. We have now got a lesser haunt. Let's call it Spirit of Farmer. Oh, it's got wither look. Spirit is physical, able to physically damage corporeal beings. Nice. We'll remember that. Glamour is just like illusions. Hey, I'm Chicken Indeed. What campaign are you doing? I'm creating, I use called the Odes campaign, and it's using a rule set called Mithras. And the party are currently, yes, so I use Roll20 for, Roll20s are virtual, our VTT of choice. So we play Mithras on it, which is fantasy. But just so you know, the Mithras rule set is incredibly, it's really versatile. So we have Mithras, which is a fantasy setting. Classic fantasy is like Mithras, but has classes like D&D in it. And then we have M space, which is Mithras in space. And then we have Destined, which is Mithras superheroes. So we actually play a lot. We play a lot of games. We play a lot of settings, but the rules stay the same, if that makes sense. So so it's a really nice game to play, in my opinion. Not everybody's opinion, of course. Yeah. So the players only need to learn one rule system. And so the campaigns naturally go. So it's like we haven't played Mithras for years, but they came back in and they can instantly start to play. It has quite a detailed character sheet. I don't know. Are you familiar, Chicken Indeed? Are you familiar with Mithras? It's a D100 based system. It has no classes. It has hit points, locations. and combat has a range of, it's set up with parrying, attacking and parrying, and combat specials and things like that. So it's quite an interesting system. Exactly that you yes, so we have played some 5e. Yeah, so the mechanics are always the same. So we can just jot from 1 to so everybody part, yes, completely. So everybody part. So if I just call up Rohan's character sheet, you can see here that the legs have 4 hit points in it. The abdomen has 5, the chest has 6, right arm, left arm, and head. And each of those areas can have independent armor as well. And then you have combat styles, you have standard skills, professional skills, folk magic, you have weapons as well. So it's quite a it's quite an involved game. I was just wanted to show Brigadoon was my first 5e game, but we haven't played it for a long time. But this is Spelljammer. We had a yes, that is correct. So we have played the Light of Zaraxis as well. I see that a head is 19 to 20 to hit. Yeah, that is correct. If you roll a 19 or 20, you hit the head. So 19 to 20 is to hit roll, to hit location. So their main weapon skills are different. So minor inconvenience is Rohan's combat skill, and he has 71% chance of hitting. And then if he's hit, then he'll roll a hit location. And if he rolls a 19 or 20, he will hit the head. So that 19 to 20 is once you've hit, you roll to see where you have hit. There's also things like combat specials. So if you get a special, you can choose a location, or you can stun a location, you can trip opponents, you can disarm opponents, you can impale them. So first you would try to hit, then you would, yes, exactly. So you would try to hit the person. That person has, or monster has the opponent has the, they can either parry your attack, or they can try to evade your attack. And if they are successful in evading, then you miss them. They'll take no damage. If they parry the attack, then you look at the size of the weapon to see how much damage gets through. So if you were fighting with a two-handed sword and you hit me and I parried with a dagger, even though I've parried successfully, it's not going to stop all the damage coming through. So then once you've been successful, you then roll a hit location and then you roll damage. So, and if you've got 4 points, say in an arm, let's say an arm has 4 points, anywhere between 4 and 1 is like a minor wound, you can carry on. Anywhere between 0 and -3 is a serious wound. So you might not be able to use your arm, or the shock, you have to roll an endurance to stop passing out. Things become harder with your skill rolls. And then if you get -4 or lower, i.e. to -8, then if you get that, then your arm is chopped off or disabled completely, or you can't change it. And those, just to let you know, that your hit points in those locations don't increase. There's no levels in Mithras at all. We have some characters who have above 100% in their skills. So if I was fighting you and I had 152% in my skills, you would take a -52 on your percentile rolls to hit me, because obviously I'm so much better. So everybody is important. Oh, 100%, 100%. And I tell you what, we see a lot, people trying to take out legs, so people fall down. So, for example, you might be able to shoot an arrow that hits a leg that actually causes that leg to buckle underneath somebody. Or you might, a lot of the time, people with like bludgeoning, I think it calls in D&D, weapons, they try to hit arms, because if they hit an arm, they can do something like what's known as stun location. So if they stun location and it's a failed roll on the opponent, then they can actually drop their weapon, or of course you could disarm them as well. If you look, I'm actually sponsored by the Design Mechanism. And so if you look on the channel, you'll find videos about all the rules. All our actual plays are there. And then I do a monthly podcast called Mithras Matters, and that's in the podcast link as well. We also play live every Saturday, 7 o'clock GMT time on Twitch. And we just put my hello. This is my Twitch, and we put all our, if you want to see a lot of what happens, then it's over there on our Ko-fi page. I don't know how long you've been playing I'm Chicken Indeed, but Mithras is very similar to RuneQuest. If you ever played RuneQuest, it's very similar in the setup. Right. So back to the game. We have now got our, I've just put everything in a Rise of the Spirits folder. We've now got our Spirit of the Farmer that will attack, which is excellent. That's all done and dusted. Oh yeah, Call of Cthulhu. Yeah, so we are about to start a campaign with Call of Cthulhu, but we're using rules to do with Mithras, which is called After the Vampire Wars. But yeah, great Call of Cthulhu fan as well. Really like it. If you look, our Call of Cthulhu campaign was set in Victorian Britain, so you'll find some of the actual plays in the video somewhere. I don't play 5e anymore. We played Spelljammer just because people wanted to play it, because it just came out again. But to be honest with you, I'm almost like completely committed to Mithras and all its rule sets, which I really like. But I mean, if you're a GM, you can GM anything. I'm just not up on the rules as much on of 5e, so to speak. Okay, then. So this is the haunt that is going to attack. So wither allows it to attack real thing. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. And this is where I put all my campaign ideas. There, this is all in World Anvil. So this is what I'm creating at the moment. So this is the adventure. You can see it all sort of like separates out. So this was where they started. And this is where I am at the moment. Just notice it's got no picture. So you can see this is how I would read it out. This is all the information. Right, let's just get its, I just notice it doesn't have its, is, boom. And navigation should be set up, so that's good. Okay, then, do we want, yes, yeah, so I think, yeah, so this is a new series of adventures. So the party are quite, they've been in this campaign for a long period of time. So they're sort of like, there's several plots that they've done. So there's been a Mist and Shadow plot. This is the one that they're on at the moment. The Harpy Queen, the Return of the Harpy Queen, Sleeping Earwood, which was another one, and then Tackling Insanity, which was there. This is what took them up to Windvine. So, oh look, there was Securing a Trade Route. That was another one that they did. Hunter Killers was another one that they did. Building at the river crossing was another one they did. So they're well versed in the actual game. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for chatting as well. I really appreciate that. So let's get back to this bit. That's the night encounter done. So this is just going to have the blight bit and the, you too, thank you. And do check out the other videos if you are interested. That's a dead, and then that's the haunt. So that will be that section done. And then we've got section 4. Let's see what section 4 is. Have a good evening. See you later. That's the one that I've done, I think, at number 3. Okay, then. So this is... So we're going to put our gnawing savage in here. as the party approach, they will see two gray-skinned humanoid creatures busily gnawing on some bones. Savages have written armor breastplates on. Being what is the small daggers. Have a natural perception. 5% will attack. Boom. Okay, now I think we've got we don't seem to have okay then. Let's see what we can find here. So we got some lizard folk savages. They're going to be skilled. Maybe we can use these. Can't remember. Let's go back. Let's just check out ghouls. I quite like the these. I don't want them to be actual I don't want the parties to think, oh, hang on a minute, these are ghouls. I want them to see them as like savages. Just import the data and see what comes up with. I think these will do nicely. I just don't want them to be. I think we'll take that down a bit. I'll take that up a bit. And they seem to just have claws and teeth. which is nice. Right. Let's call that a tribal savage. We actually found something that we liked. I think I popped it. What I actually liked on the first page. I need the overview. Yeah. They're equivalent to ghouls, roll 20 tokens. So let's search for ghoul, space ghoul, which is not what we want. Not that one. Not those. Oh, these are them. Look. That's the one that I like. Nice. They should now be, yeah, I can just drag them into that. And then we've got those, so that's good. Let's just go back one. Go back to into the bog. I'm going to have to finish shortly, so people know. Tell me, never mind. Right, and so the next bit that they're going to do is the central the next one is, so that's this one, and then this one is the cluster of farm buildings, which is the attack of the hordes. Right. So let's do this. This needs to go into capitals. This section, adventure. Will be completed. A approach central instead. Oh, and that's that done. So what was the navigation of this? Into the bog was 4. So attack of the horde is going to be 5. Okay, so I've already started work on that. Town meeting. Okay, so this is going to be number 5. Oops. 5. Attack of the hordes. Right, let's just right, hang on. Can't remember what it's called at all. This is going to be 500. Goes into there. Yep. That's that done. And this is the attack of the horde. Okay, then. Here we're going to put this and attack of hordes. So this is something that I've been working on for a while, because we're actually going to have a massive attack. I'm talking 100 mobs. 100 mobs coming out of buildings, coming across, running at the party. I'm hoping the party do something like have a defensive ring around the well or something like that. And then we've got all the rules for it as they take down members of the horde, and they sort of like roll evade to make sure they avoid being hit as all these hordes of savages attack them. Central farm stead. Nice. Okay, so we need this one. This is going to be called the farmstead. Source light. And that was it. Okay. That's been a good session tonight. I started off the session not actually knowing what I was going to be doing, and managed to create a lot, I think. We got so in the next adventure, the party will prepare for the journey. They will then do a 7-day journey to the edge of the bog, the peat bog. And then they got a 3-day journey into the actual farmstead. And that's when this will happen. So we're 5 steps into it. And then they're actually going to go down the well and see what actually is controlling this blight and everything. And so that's going to be, just so you know, spoiler, it's going to be a spirit. It's going to be like a cursed spirit that is spreading well, actually doesn't spread it, started it. And that's what it is. So yeah, that should be lots of fun. Thank you for coming along, and thank you for supporting the live stream and my channel. I really do appreciate it. Please remember that if you want to see us playing this adventure live, then you can come over to Twitch, where my channel name is Inwils on Twitch, and you will be able to watch us play live this adventure. We play on a Saturday night, 7 o'clock GMT time. So come along and see us there. It'd be lovely to see us. And like I said, if you'd like to support any of my work, or keep up to date, of course, you can subscribe to the channel or become a member of the channel. But also remember that all my additional work is all shared on Ko-fi as well, where you can become a member and influence, see character sheets, and also influence gains by providing luck rolls to the players or to me. I've never got any luck rolls at the moment. So thank you for your support, even if it's just to watch the video or hanging out in the live. I really do appreciate it. Okay, I will see you all next week, Saturday night on Twitch, for the actual play. You can catch up that video on this channel 1 week later, or next week here on YouTube for the Game Master Prep. Until then, look after yourselves, stay safe and healthy, and remember, happy Mithrasing, everyone. I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.